will hurt them today, or whether Pride will be in the advantage right here. It's the knife round coming up to play with for the choicer side. Mirage always going to be CT favoured. Let's see whether they will actually be able to put that together. We'll go to the favour of Fragsters, as I believe they would need that. Where are they going to go there? Are they going to stick on the C side? Are they going to get that out of the way, or are they going to go to CT? They're going to go to CT. Okay. I imagine this will be the best start for them, of course, as we all know. Mirage is a little bit CT-sided. In general, there is no statistical basis for a particular side favoured to Fragsters, but as usual, comfort is always collectible. We jump into the pistol round, it seems, between these two squads. Fragsters on the CT side, Pride on the T side. Let's see who is going to be taking this one. Who's going to be taking this one best of one in the Bet.net Challenger series. We're going to be seeing the buy-ups come out from the polls. It's going to be the Kevlar for most players, the utility for Luz, the Smoke, Flashbang, and HE, a popular buy-up in this Tier 2 region. Less than double Flash Smoke, but doesn't hint to an execution towards Ace. Could go for a half execution. That seems like what they may be going for initially. They are in the default here, Pride. Fragsters have the defuse kit on Dragonfly, the smoke on him as well. He'll be playing support for this one. Minis will get the first frag, however, out towards the underpass position, but Refresh trades out both the players going out towards the B position. The B half of the map is clear. The T's will make their way quickly. Smoking off connector, but not jungle as well, allowing Bubsky to peek out, take down Nexus, deny the bomb plant for a couple of seconds. But it will go down eventually, set up the retake here for Fragsters. They still have that defuse kit in play, and Luz has tagged the 13. Good running headshot from Tom, though. Takes Dragonfly back out of play. And Torben Orden needs to make this P2K work. He has got the defuse kit together. Luz once again peeks out, takes down Refresh, and 10 HP left from the last man here for Fragsters. Alone in the smoke, Tom locks on, shuts him down. Spamming his Glock through the smoke, taking the pistol to the favour of Pride. So a good start from the T's, of course, the way they would have wanted to start things off here. But of course the pistol is only so much. Conversions as well should turn it to a 3-0 as usual to start things off. So we'll see if Fragsters can do any damage. Maybe steal one away with these deagles. Excuse me. Good shot from the first, but Torben Orden does get traded back by Maniz as Mac 10 for V4. Bomb plant goes down towards default. They will just push in, get a good grenade, try it, push Dragonfly away. Doesn't do too much damage, but there's still these pistols in play, and they could tap heads off very, very easily indeed. Across the board, there'll be Reeds. Does take one man down from Fragsters. Well, the Dragonfly does trade out. He's got himself a little bit to work with. I think that's the Mac 10 he's just dropped as well, so could pick that up, run away with it, put some damage onto the T side. He does pick it up and run straight back into the site. I guess he isn't saving much, so going for an extra $600 would always be the bonus here for Fragsters, but not to be. They will survive with 2 players remaining here on the CT side. It's a 2-0 start, though, for Pride, as their T side goes as well as they need it to right now. got an eco out to play with here for the CT side. Actually getting tapped up by Menezes' USP. He's bought nothing in this round. Took an early engagement on Connector. Lars will take the first frag, however, for the CTs. I'm very surprised Menezes is stuck with this USP for this round. Nice to get an SMG in there, farm up some cash for his T side, but needs most, and he will take the headshot on Dragonfly anyway, so it works. Alongside the first frag coming in for Lars means that it is a 4v3, 4 versus 2 is Refresh trades out Menezes and Reitz takes Refresh out. Stavnag and Bubsky holding out for exits, but won't find a whole lot. At least I don't think. Bubsky's pushed up aggressive with the CZ. Does see Tom, but is unable to get the headshot. And Exis will take the last out. Very clinical from Pride. A team ace for the T side. 3-0 start here. And again, the T side going about as well as they want it to. And up against Fragsters as well, there is an opportunity to potentially do even more damage. Glass Cannon AWP for Dragonfly. Not enough for armor. And this is the real meat of things, of course. The pistol conversions are only so much to tell the tale. And the CTs have a default in play against Pride, who are playing passive mid towards their default. 3 players pushing up at this position. Reitz going to go down towards underpass. But they will be able to take mid control just by pushing up from top. And looking towards Connector as well. Exis trying to catch off the first man, Dragonfly. The AWP is forced back. Of course, he is Glass Cannon, so got to be careful. And there are 60 seconds remaining for these guys. Menezes, AWP boosted up, looking in. But can't see anything. Instead, it's Dragonfly. Actually doesn't see him instead. It's going to be the first frag to the favour of Pride. Still 45 seconds left to go. They've got loads of time to make this work. Top of the Orden. Rotating away. Stavnag is going to get taken. No, Bobsky's going to get taken now, but Stavnag take excess and Lars gets traded back by Refresh. So 3 versus 3 situation. The T's do have access to the B-bomb site though. Fragsters have left that one alone, and the AWP is set up perfectly to cover the cross from the window. Shuts him down. Reitz hearing some utility and shots come out. Locks onto the head of Stavnag, leaving it up to Refresh as the last man left. A 1v3 situation. And should just grab this AWP and save it. Indeed he will. Looting it from the body of Dragonfly. So he went down early in this one, and Pride very nicely started here to the 4-0 of the T side. They didn't get their choice side to start things off on CT, but they are starting to wrap things up against them here. Just as AWP being saved for the CT side, they will get a little bit of armor out to try and hold something in this round, but new quick kit coming in from Pride up against one man with an Eagle. Probably not going to be advisable here. Refresh will still rotate towards shore, so could put this AWP into good effect if he can line him up right here. Spots Tom, and yeah, does take him out as the first frag. Cross-locked, he looks in for the second and shuts down Menezes' AWP instead. Man advantage now for Fragsters, 4 versus 3, and they've got a bit of firepower. That's CZ and Deagle in play on Stavnag and Bubsky. Bomb has been planted. There is no defuse kit. Fragsters do need to act quickly if they want to try and push this retake into effect. All 4 players stacked up in market, looking for shots on shots as the Molotovs go through. Refresh takes down Luz. The USP, or the Eagle shot of Dubsky instead takes down Reeds, and Refresh makes it a 4K. In a clutch situation for Fragsters. Very well played from him individually to bring a first round to the favour of the CT side. An eco round of all intents and purposes to the favour of Fragsters. They get a double AWP out as well for it. So there's a buy up from Pride. They have the single AWP 4 AKs. Once again, back in towards this mid and apartments and palace default for that matter. And these were the AWP. Not the most advisable situation, not the most advisable angle to take this, but they know that they've gone towards connector in the past. So it's trying to cover off that position from the other side. Meanwhile, from underpass, Refresh takes down Reeds, almost burns alive in the thrown Molotov. And he's going to peek up close. Ooh, but Bubsky's right behind him. Ah, can't quite get him instead. From Dark, Meniz will get taken down. That's 2 frags to the favour of the CT side. Right, still have 60 seconds to work with, and they are going to make their way. They're going to find their way into the A-bomb site. Dragonfly caught off guard with his AWP, though, and Exus shuts him down. Stavnag on the cross as well. Will take down Exus and is forced to back away, but still repeats in to try and take down Tom. Can't quite land it. The grenade will land on Loz, but doesn't quite do the damage either. Stavnag tries to suppress him and eventually takes him down. With one more rotation coming in from Connector as well. It's a clinical and simple round for Fragsters. As they pick this Pride T side apart. Frag for frag. Pride still have enough money to go though, however. 2 rounds lost, bonus bomb plant. Means the 5 AKs will come out here from this T side. We'll see if they can put it into effect though. They'll once again go towards the mid position. Mini's trying to flush Refresh out, who is in sniper nest. I would have thought one of the AWPs to go there, but Fragsters haven't put one of those AWPs in mid just yet. They have put towards connector, I believe, at some point, but not that much outside of that. The AWPs are instead holding from apartments and palace. Very weird position from Dragonfly to be playing with, so it all comes down to this first shot, but no one from Pride is here. Instead, they're in towards underpass and out towards mid, gaining control and setting themselves up in the default. A little under 60 seconds to go. Here we go. The push will come through from Pride eventually. Dragonfly caught off guard, however, from the CT spawn. Eventually the sprays will catch up with him and suppress him. The AWP still here. Sorry, that's actually the M4 still here towards Palace. Dragonfly and Stavnag held in different positions, trying to hold things down. The AWP has been planted for Connector. And all of these T-side players are going to rotate back into more unstandard positions. Bubsky will take down Exus, but they're on the long rotation back towards mid. Solvaniadorn, better be careful about this one. He could get cut off, and he makes his way back into Connector. The CTs who converge on the site now. As he sprays his way on through, can't go hit the frag, but he does take down Stavnag. Top take down Bubsky, connects the spray and keeps it going. Can't quite finish the job on Dragonfly, but Luz will finish it for him. And Reitz takes the last to bring a 5th round to Pride. A bit of an awkward round from the T side, but vice versa for Fragsters, and Fragsters come out worse for it. Ooh, good first peek from Maniz. 4 HP down on Dragonfly. Grenade doesn't quite finish him off. Refresh also sprayed for the smoke as Tom cleans things up in towards the mid position. Fragsters not contesting mid very, very well, and this OWP from Dragonfly has been not very consistent. Tries to unscope it at the worst possible time. Roots will take him down. Loz takes that Bubsky as well, and that's the A site open for business. And even worse for the CTs across the rest of the board. Not much left here for Stavnag. M4 in his hands, a flashbang on the smoke, but no defuse kit. 1v5 situation. Best for him to save. There is nothing left for him in this round as Prime make their way back up to 6. Fragsters in a not too great position at the moment. Closing in his position though, he's just trying to stay alive. Trying to keep this M4 in play for Fragsters in the next one. Flashbang comes through, Lars will shut him down. Nice clean sweep from Pride, and there's not a lot of money left on the CT side. USP's a P2K for Tor Beneorden. Flashbang for Fragsters, and that is it in terms of kit. Eco around for the rest of it. Doesn't look very good from this position. Should be the AK cleanup out here from Prime. Indeed it is. Reitz gets 3. Stack it up on his scoreboard. Boosting his HLTV rating. Lars will get the second though, so he also gets some extra stats on his board. 7-2 to the favour of Pride at the moment in time. Buyback does come through here from the CTs. However, it's all M4s, no utility. Early smoke to come through from Dragonfly as he's get relegated to that M4. But off the CT trying to contest me just doesn't go well. Stavnagged, taken down, refresh, legs, and well, grenaded at 12 HP. He should be expecting this question, but no, Bubsky does trade him out. Refresh allowed to get out of position, but meanwhile the push coming in towards the A site is denied by Dragonfly. Shutting down Exus, Luz picks up his trade, 3 versus 3, and Top takes out Bubsky to the 2 versus 3 instead. The bomb will get planted, refresh low. Pride have control of this one. Tor Benidorm needs to do well here. Spots Tom, does take him down. Back to evens will go, and a push through the smoke shuts down Loz on low. And Reitz has just left a small gap to work within the smoke. Out towards Sandwich, he takes down the 1. And refreshes on 9 HP. Back behind here towards danger. Reitz will eventually spot him out and eventually take him down for the 2K. And Fragsters unfortunately unable to hold down much in that one. It was a bit of an awkward time. I'm glad they're contesting mid, but just the aggressive peak shut down by the AWP and Maniz. And the push coming in towards the A site was overwhelming the CT side. They did bring it close, but no cigar for these guys. The pause actually will be called from Fragsters instead. Well, I imagine this being tactical. Indeed, it is confirmed to be tactical. Yeah, they kind of need it at this point. Fragsters do need to recover a situation. Six rounds in deficit of Fragsters right now, and it's about to get a little bit worse. There is a half by Quasi from Fragsters looking for that max loss bonus reinvestment, but Pride are going to try and counteract this. They're rushing in towards the B site. They imagine it's not going to be a very intensive buy from the CTs, and they are right. Reitz taking the first. So Benioden down. They will rotate to try and get the retake together. They might as well go for this. They're not losing a whole lot, but their chances are still slim regardless, and the T side are all over this B site, ensuring that nothing will come through for them. Bomb down. No defuse kit either as well, so they've got to act quick. There's just not enough time, not enough chances here for Fragsters. They'll look for exit frags instead, and they are set up to deal with that as appropriate. One short, one market, two from apartments. Actually, it looks like Pride's escape strategy is going to be towards the apartments for the most part. Reitz will be here. Gets taken down, and yeah, actually, they do some damage. They can take down Exis, if they can take down Maniz, ideally, then that would be even better. Maniz holds back towards the apps, and actually Stavnag does take him down, so extra damage to the Pride side. They whittle down the economy. It is something, at least, for Fragsters. It's not a major amount because, you know, the economy is built up this much for the T side, but it is a start. Now they have the rifle round. If they can convert this over, they start to put Pride in a reset position. From there, they can start building some rounds back, but need to go a little bit further than this right now. Flashbang's over. Once again, Pride are going to try and go quickly into this one. Not quite. Dragonfly takes Tom, and Refresh takes Luz. So actually the suppression does kind of help. Fragsters down mid and aggressive. They finally make it work this time. And he's doesn't expect Refresh below him, and he shuts him down. So one frag at least for Pride could not go to their favour. OWP, or AWP I should say, from Stavnag shuts down Reitz and leaves it all up to X. This is the last man. Bomb drop. The CTs aren't rotating for it, but I guess they have confidence in this crossfire. X will take one down, and the second, dropping the bomb. And the bomb will go down as a result. An ace up for X if he can make this clutch work, but unfortunately, he's double peeked in by the AWP and the AK, sorry. And they will get the defuse for it as well. So third round on the board for Fragsters. Finally coming into this one with a little bit extra. And they find a little bit extra for it. One more round with Pride. Still having the money, though. They will buy it down. AWP for Maniz. Investment coming in for the rest of the players. So unfortunately, the damage from a couple of rounds ago wasn't quite enough to force them down to reset point in this one. Still plenty of cash with a 2 rounds of loss bonus. They will be able to drop rifles and buy more. Potentially a reset in the last round of the half. Potentially. It all depends what Fragsters will do in this one. Dragonfly's got to get this AWP going. He's unable to find anything here towards the short position. Maniz will creep up just below him as a result. Doesn't have the angle, doesn't have the kill, unfortunately. So Dragonfly will be able to get away and hold down short from another angle. It's Reitz to get the first man here. Tor Benioden is down and out. The aggressive peek from Apps is punished by the Pro IT side. And even is Stavnag, who's not quite as aggressive, but still aggressive nonetheless. Small angle from Reitz. Luz peeks in on Bubsky. Doesn't expect him to be here towards ramp. Refresh will trade it out, but that's a 3-for-1. A 4 versus 2. And Pride just punishing aggression and taking necessary aggression where they can. Shutting down every CT player. And now they turn it into a 4 versus 1. Dragonfly, the last man left for the AWP. Couldn't gain mid control. And from here, shouldn't gain any control left of this round. Pride looking to reset this CT side. Dragonfly just forced out of every angle. They know where he is. The backstab isn't effective. He peeks out towards A. He's going to get shut down. And he realizes that there are 2 CTs closing on him. It's Maniz on the angle. Dragonfly doesn't expect it. And that is a reset against the CT side. This close to the end. Might want to consider saving for a full gun round, but now it looks like they're going to go for the full buy here. M4, AWP for Dragonfly and Bubsky. Everybody else should also invest, I imagine. But it's only going to be pistols here for the CT side. And a scout for Refresh. Glass cannon for it. Well, I don't know if you can count the scout as glass cannon. As you could call it straight up glass. but Refresh all the way playing back towards the A ticket booth. You can get some good headshots, then maybe that would work, but I'm just not convinced. Fragsters haven't been performing as well as they would have hoped they would be. Dragonfly tagged, gets a good leg shot on Tom, but the grenade will finish the job. Eagle shots from Stav now takes down Luz at the very least, so 1-for-1 trade. He spots Maniz as well, trying to look for this Deagle on the short player, but Maniz knows that this is the Deagle, and he realizes that the one-tap headshot potential is aplenty right here. Bomb going to get planted. 4 CTs remain in play, and it looks like their retake chances are nil. And they're going to save for one final buy in the final round of the half. This is not looking good, to say the least. Maniz. Oh, Stavnag. That's unfortunate. Last round of the half coming up to play now for Pride. Fragsters on the force buy. But there is not much left for these guys. They're going to go fast into the A site. Bubsky takes one, connects the spray on the second, but not quite the third here. Tom is traded out by Refresh, so it is a 4 versus 2. There's a straight up rush from the T side. Doesn't quite work out the way they would have wanted it to. They're going to try and push the bomb in towards the B site. The Deagle shots coming in from Torb. He's able to shut down Lars, leave it up to Maniz as the last man left. And Pride just kind of throwing this round away. It's almost like a little bit of a mercy round, I guess you could say. Maniz will still fight out of this one. Gets a good OW shot on Refresh. Tags up, but can't quite get Stavnag and Dragonfly. Puts the scout into Maniz's skull. 11-4 to the favour of Pride. But for Fragsters, that one was rough. Got to make this pistol, and they've got to make something of this T side. Or the Danes will be shut out of this one, and Pride will take a very convincing victory above them. Shots coming in from Maniz already. Looking at Dragonfly. Spots the second man as well, but unable to finish the job. Oh, good 180 flick on Stavnag. Reitz gets Bubsky as well. They charge through connector, but Maniz runs back out of the way. 5v3. They can't seem to find his shot through the smoke. Reitz on point as well. Eventually traded back. Refresh trying to recover it. It's just not going to happen. 12-4. Pride took a pistol. Fragsters don't even get a bomb plant. It's the reset. Well, reset, I guess you could say it's a sort of reset. No loss bonus either way, but Force Buy will come through from the T side, and Pride are on the way to the end. This has not been their map, unfortunately, Fragsters. Caster lost a... No. I'm just disappointed because had a very good game early on, and now this one ain't so great. At the very least, Fragsters were able to force 2 frags away from the T side, but... Oh, sorry, the CT side, I should say. Pride actually down to just these 2 FAMASes. up against a couple of automatic weapons here from the Fragsters side. I think Exus and Luz might want to save, so Fragsters do buy their way back into a lifeline. Five rounds will be on the board for this T side. At least they finally do get started with something, but Pride. Gonna force down in this one. The CTs. I'm going to try and still bring the fight back, win out a war of attrition against Fragsters. Coming from Luz. Oh, flashed away, just about getting away. Flashbang. Trying to keep him at bay alongside the HE from Exus. Bomber's also back up here as well, so Pride have to be careful about their approach into this particular portion of the map. Also peeking up, Luz could catch off two players right here. The spray comes in from Maniz, helping support. Exus smoked off, but boosted up. Actually gets caught off guard by Dragonfly, who tagged him down to a low amount of HP. Maniz does catch off the man lurking in the sniper nest, and Luz eventually connects onto Dragonfly. Bobsky takes Exus back as the push comes in towards B, and Maniz is right here ready and waiting, spraying him down, looking for Refresh. Refresh gets that one frag to a 2 versus 3, and Tom beats out, so it's Refresh turns it to a 2 versus 2. So, Luz scout, only gets the tag but not the frag. Flashbangs keep him at bay, and the bomb should get planted to the retake. He comes from Refresh, tags up Luz a little bit, but Reeks has the CZ at close range, shuts him down, gets the AK, and now looking for Stavnag. Here we go. SMG in the hands of Luz, tagged at the 17 HP, but Reeks has him suppressed, suppression fire. They've got to stick the bomb eventually, and Stavnag is pinned right here. Can someone just get on this bomb? Luz, please. Leave Reeks to do the damage. You're just doing damage and not getting the frag. Eventually, the one tap comes through, and the defuse kit is picked up for the 13th on the board for Pride. Fragsters. That bomb plant does allow them to force buy here, and they're going to go for it. Two AKs, one AWP for Dragonfly. Dragonfly desperately looking for a frag up here towards the Palmers, but no one's going to aggress from Pride. Instead, it will be Luz. The M4 in the incendiary, spotting them out. Gonna get a grenade in to do some damage and actually takes down Dragonfly for it. Exus covers off Bubsky, and that's 2 easy picks. Stavnag, not quite as easy though. He just backs off just in time. Luz is still holding back towards Strucker. Refresh is down. Maniz gets that frag, and Luz trades out Torb, leaving it all up to Stavnag alone, and Luz ends with a 3K. The grenade and the M4s, and the M4 kills, I should say, leave Pride with the opportunity to turn it into 15-5, a match point to their favour, and Fragsters, with not a lot of money, may want to force buy. If they eco, they'll be looking to try and take this to overtime in a 10-round comeback. It is looking less than likely, so as a result, they will get the Deagles, the CZs, the P250s awry. But Banu do need to do some serious damage through the poles. Whilst this one is all them right now. Early grenades come through. Utility puts up by the CT side. Fragsters going towards underpass, up towards mid. Or at least mid-control to work with. They haven't contested it here. The Pride TT side. A minute will remain right here for the Chiefs to make any move inside. Bubsky's waiting. Minis close against Dragonfly. Should take him down, but doesn't quite get that frag. And meanwhile, the push is coming out, and they aren't really expecting this right here. Luz gonna flash and hope their way on through. Tom and Reitz get themselves 2 frags, and just like that, it turns to a 4-on-3. Torb, first man in, gets shut down. Stavnag, next man up with the bomb, shut down by Luz. And that should be a round over for Fragsters. There isn't much left. Refresh will try and secure a kill. Does get X's at least, but up against Tom, I doubt it will happen. 15-5. And one more force buy left for Fragsters. They're dropping AKs. They've got one on Dragonfly, one on Stavnag. But Deagle sees Eds for the rest of them. Very little for everybody else. Match point for Pride. He's going to take the AWP straight into mid. Looking for his first frag, aggressive as he is. Stavnag not spotted. So I'm covering this off, and actually Stavnag does get the first pick against Exus. Small gap for Minis, but he can't quite find it as the rest of the T-side players start to move up. Ooh, Stavnag a good angle on Minis, but can't quite find that frag. They are holding a bit of an opportunity right here. There's very little left of it. Reitz takes down Bubsky. Trades come back and forth. Meanwhile, there's a push out here from Luz. He could catch Stavnak off guard. And the CTs are ready and waiting right here. Taps come through as they try and peek in. Luz takes down Torb. Tom here on Tiggerbooth. Spots out Stavnag, shuts him down. And he's also going to peek up with the AWP wallbanger. Looking for Dragonfly is the last man left. He's got a Deagle to clutch this out. And called off guard from Connector. It's Tom to finish the job. And Tom to get the defuse. That's 16-5 to the favor of Pride. Yeah, not a very pretty map for the Fragsters as the Danes get destroyed by the Poles. So we'll go to a break because no reg is up against Game Agents in the next match. Don't go anywhere, and if you do enjoy the casting,